Hello, my name is Faranak. I'm a registered yoga teacher, and I'm making these yoga series videos, mostly chair videos, to make it more accessible for all levels. So this particular series is going to focus on the upper body. This is only a 15-minute video, and it's going to help you open up in the neck, shoulders, and the spine area. You can do these series from the office, home, or even on the mat. So yoga, as with any other practice, has a definite beginning, middle, and end. So it's important to start the practice with the right mindset. In order to do that, we're going to take 3 conscious breaths. So let's bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. And if you feel safe where you are, and go ahead and close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Into the nose, and the chest expands and the belly expands. Take it all the way into the pelvic floor, and long exhale. Second breath. And the third breath. Go ahead and release the hands on top of the thighs, and go ahead and move yourself to the edge of the seat, very edge of the seat. Make sure the feet are grounded. We're going to start with some shoulder openers. So let's start with some old-fashioned shoulder rolls. Shoulder all the way up to the ears, around the back. Elbows relaxed. I'm going to extend that to the elbows. Open up the shoulders by moving the elbows around the back. And now full arm rotations. Make sure you make as big of a circle as you can. And one in reverse direction. Very good. Now we're going to do a side body stretch. I'm going to show you 2 different versions. You can place one hand to the side, lift up. Make sure you are moving up first and then to the side. Bring it back and switch sides, up first and then to the side. As you come back, I'm going to show you a variation of this. We can do this I normally do this standing. Arms straight up, shoulders away from the ears, elbows straight. Grab your wrist and just move to the opposite side. Make sure you keep the torso where it is. This is actually a torso rotation. Come back to the center and switch to the side. Come back and release the arms. So again, we're warming up the shoulders and the spine area. Now we're going to do a cat-cow, also for the entire spine. You're going to inhale as you move forward, roll the shoulders around and back. Exhale and bring the shoulders forward and pull the belly towards the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, pull the belly in. And one last time. As you know, spine is the most important part of your body. And let's do the next one with fingers together, shoulders down. We're gonna just move from the torso, not from the hips, keeping the knees and hips in the front. As you come back, inhale, exhale, and go as far as you can to the side. Just a couple more times on either side. And release. Another very nice opener for the entire spine is torso rotation as you come forward. Inhale as you go back. Exhale. You are moving the sit bones towards the front and the back. Still seated in the front of the chair. We are going to reverse the rotation. Okay, so let's take the feet wide, wider than the chair. We're gonna drop one shoulder in between the knees, look the opposite direction, look towards the ceiling. Really feel this in the entire torso and spine. This even gets to the lower back, believe it or not. And twist. Let's bring it back. And I want you to bring the knees a little closer, or actually keep the knees as wide as they are and just reach through. This is a very good stretch for the lower back. So if you notice, I have the weight of my head just working towards the floor, the crown of the head towards the floor, and hands reaching through. This is a very good stretch wherever you are at any time of the day. Now we're going to do some seated twists. So feet wide, about hip width. We're going to pretend that there's a block between the knees. Take one hand around the chair, back, and then the other hand, the palm opens, and it helps us to lift and twist. So you want to inhale and lift, exhale and twist. Inhale and lift, exhale and twist. Bring it back, and let's switch to the other side. First, grabbing, adjusting your spine. Make sure your spine is nice and upright. Palm open, presses against the knee to help you stabilize. And remember to lift first before you rotate. And breathe. Let's bring it back. Now we're going to do the same twist with stacked knees. So we're going to stack the knees and twist towards the top knee. We're going to, I'm twisting towards the left side first. Inhale and lift, exhale and twist. Now I'm going to switch to the other side. You might be able to take your elbow to the back of the knee this time and bring it back. I'm going to do a chest opener by grabbing the back of the seat and bringing the shoulder blades together. This is almost a back bend, and I notice when I tell people to stand upright, people first take the chin back, but it's really about really lifting first and then bringing the shoulders together. Great chest opener there. You could even do cat-cow here by rounding the shoulders as you come forward, pulling back. Okay. Now we're going to add to this with the arms. So have the palms facing down and up a few times. So in yoga, there is a pose called Garudasana. We're just going to do the upper body, upper arms version of it. So as you walk one hand behind your back, it's going to look like this. Drop one hand from the top. Again, looking like this. Going to come back to the center and walk your elbow behind your head. As much as you can, lift from that side of the body. And release. And do the same thing on the other side. Now, most people are not balanced on both sides. So they might be able to do a pose on one side and not on the other. And unfortunately, that's not good, but it's very typical. So use as much help as you can. You can use a belt or a rope to grab both sides and release. Now we're going to stretch the upper back muscles, which unfortunately are, for most people, already stretched out. But we're going to do that anyway. The eagle pose, stacking the elbows this time. Grabbing the palm, getting as much palm to palm as you can. Elbows out and up and down. Inhale and lift. Exhale and slowly bring it down. One last time on this side. And release. And we're going to change the stack of the elbows. This time left elbow underneath the right elbow. Push out and up. And down. Up. And down. And one last time. And releasing one more time. Shoulder roll. And we're going to open the neck area by, same thing, walking one hand behind your back first, then looking the opposite direction. And you can feel that stretch more by having a tiny, tiny pressure on the side of the head. Again, chin towards the opposite shoulder, and you help the stretch a little bit. Do what you can. You're going to definitely feel this. And release. We're going to switch sides. Chin to the opposite shoulder. And then a bit of help. And bring it back. We're going to do the neck rotations, starting from one side. Make sure you touch all the corners as you make a 360-degree turn with the neck, if possible. And reverse. We are back to the center. And again, for people that work in high tech, carpal tunnel is a common problem now. So let's stretch the wrist, extend the palm out, and isolate the movement to one finger at a time. towards you. And do the opposite stretch for the wrist. Again, you want to feel this mostly in the wrist. I'm showing you the side angle. And let's switch to the other side. One finger at a time. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. Fifth finger. And now we're going to stretch the opposite way and really pull on that wrist straight down. Another stretch, and it's the opposite of Anjali Mudra, having the back of the hands together, turn and back. And we are back. Hands back to the heart center. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths as the start of the class. And I thank you